Just a little young and I knew I'd give me some money. Know I turn nothing to something. I look at your cousin, the youngest, he's million and running. And I promise to keep it 100, keep it 100. You see me grinding it hot, so you got to respect me. Give me my check, please. Young and chasing dreams, reaching for the stars. Be all you can be, either you gon' starve. Young and out that bottom, but he beat the odds. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I had it hard. But now I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. Yeah, I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. He richer than he ever been.
I'm richer than ever. Whipping a Tesla, cost etc. Hit him with pressure. My won't let up, tell him to catch up. Wake up, got $1 million in diamonds that sit on the dresser. Run up that check now, flexing my muscles, I feel like cause we come from nothing to rollies and plaques. Fake love, it was holding them back. Flashbacks, why the young, he just wanted to daydream about thumbing through racks. Get cold in the rack, tears fall while he seen it all, he just wanna relax. I'm richer than I ever been. Put my heart before the bag, work I ever did. Gave you a second chance and you laugh again. Remember days I used to wonder will we ever win.
Young and chasing dreams, reaching for the stars. Be all you can be, either you gon' starve. Young and out that bottom, but he beat the odds. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I had it hard. But now I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. Yeah, I'm richer than I've ever been. I'm richer than I've ever been. He richer than he ever been. Ever been.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning, or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot.
They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the corner hot. I'm headed for the border hot. Mix the with water hot. To my auntie Hungary, I can't be hot. So I to my family, I hope they don't like they tryna win a Grammy. I hope it ain't an act like they tryna win an Emmy. I'm tryna get a nut, so I'm moving like I'm Sandy. I'm living underwater, I don't know how I can't breathe. Maybe it's the scuba dive air tank. Maybe it's to do it when they say I can't. Maybe it's the is what they say I ain't. But either way, I ain't taking that bait. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning, or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is
Really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer, cold when the wind blows, cold like December, oh yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway. The block's definition of hot, I be a simile. I know the definition of op, that be the enemy. I seen a lot of brothers get, God forbid, and get lost, cause they ain't tending me. Diaz, buenos dias to senoritas. By the kiosk for fly Adidas, forever eating la comida. We lurking just to catch you lacking, like we on cheaters. Free us, rip us, long live us. We try to grab the plate of what the won't give us. Most of mine never had a Thanksgiving, so instead of giving thanks, man, taking what's given. You know what it is at the city. Girl, free to if you don't wear wide. When it comes to paper, that's that I require. When it comes to power, that's that I desire. For real.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning, or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is
Really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer. Cold when the wind blows, cold like December. Oh yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway.
Last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Should I tune my up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? On my life moments, the Super Bowl. Doctor.
Thanks for joining us for this NBA 2K action. We've got a contest featuring MyPlayer, and this is an interesting build, so let's see what we got.
In this game, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Chicago Bulls. With our analysts Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're ready to check out a MyPlayer build. So what should we look for in this one?
We know about individual skills and where they are, how many points a player is capable of scoring. But for me tonight, I am so curious of how much of a team player they are. That is something we only find out during games.
Absolutely, Tim. I want to see how this player can fit on an NBA team. Outside of the superstars, you need to find ways to make an NBA roster by working with others and how well you can play in a system. That's what interests me about this MyPlayer build.
It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Bulls. A look now at the starting lineups for both teams. And so as we get set to watch the Bulls here, what are your thoughts, guys? And then Ball with the dunk.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
The two skills that NBA front offices are looking for, it seems, shooting and defense. 3-and-D.
Everybody wants those. As you said it, Blake, 3-and-D players are in high demand. The main reason, obviously, that we all know about the value of shooting, the value of knocking down threes, but also the value of length, the ability to disrupt shots and passing lanes on defense.
And if you're a player like MP trying to make it in this league, you have to be able to shoot the rock, unless you're a big with crazy height or wingspan or something. And that's just the reality, because guys who can't hit a three just aren't making it anymore. So work on that long-range shot, because it could be your meal ticket.
Here's Embiid. The 76ers, another miss. Levine outside. Left side to Rosen. To the middle. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the line. Embiid picks one up.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligent.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
You kind of get that feeling, Brian, that team is playing so well.
And that one misses. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Pass to Tucker. From past the arc, that's good, and so James Harden picks up the assist.
Easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. He makes the special feeds.
Outside ball, and he lobs it up. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Joel Embiid. And let's take a look at the potential of being a big man that's sharing the front court with Andre Drummond. How could those two successfully coexist?
Well, Drummond usually takes care of the opponent's most lethal rebounder every game, and that just takes a big weight off your shoulders. If you can dare match his intensity on the glass, your front court will be very tough to contain.
And teams already fear Drummond as a shot blocker, which to me could give you some flexibility on defense. When you know he's got the interior shored up, you can move around a little bit more when you're trying to make defensive plays.
Now here's Ball. Out to the wing. Pass to Vucevic. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, does it?
Brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, Tim, well, you can never throw it down like that, but it looks fun, doesn't it? And trust me, if you need to learn how, I can teach you some lessons after this game.
Arden covering.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Timeout called the 76ers. On defense, Chicago. It's Thibault on the wing. Yang. Pass to Thibault. Puts up a three. Gets it to go from downtown.
3 points.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
And you talk about being teammates with DeMar DeRozan. If you're a big man and you play with him, how can you fit in with what he does best?
Well, for his position, DeRozan shows a good amount of effort and energy on the glass. You'll still have to relentlessly chase rebounds, but it's nice to know that if you miss one, DeRozan can help you out.
As a big, I'd love to run that pick and roll with DeRozan. You know, DeMar is a solid shooter, and that could cause opponents to switch. And if that's the case, you could end up against a smaller defender, post him up, that you can maybe easily score over. Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp for the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Here's Melton, defended by Levine. Pass to Yang. Uncovered. Rebounded by Drummond.
He found himself in space and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Levine with it. With his first shot attempt. And again, it's Chicago converting.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself. This is a team game.
Yeah. Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
And pick up and keep this offensive pace with that insane.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They lead by 14.
And kind of digesting what we saw in the first quarter, let's talk about MyPlayer's performance up to this point.
He controlled the boards completely. Gobbled up pretty much every miss within reach. He was aggressive and he was physical.
I think we've just about overused the phrase, a man among boys. But if we ever bring it back, Tim, he is the poster child.
Drills the three-pointer.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Shot by Embiid, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Well, if you're a big man and you're playing next to Nikola Vucevic, how would you make that work?
Well, from a rebounding perspective, I would think that Vucevic would make my life a lot easier. He is so gritty on the glass, and as a fellow big, I would welcome that kind of help.
Well, he's also a tremendous shooter. He stretches the floor. So if he's open on the perimeter, make sure you swing him the ball. And if his defender is out there with him, you can use those opportunities to get high percentage shots down low. in that tight with that much of a height advantage, there's not a lot that D can do to stop.
This 76ers squad struggling. Outside, Harden. Harris, guarded by DeRozan. Down low. It's stolen by Vucevic. DeRozan with it, working on Harris. Basket good.
His determination to score in the painted area sets DeRozan apart. He's not going to mess up too many of those chances.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And the rhythm Embiid plays with is so fun to watch. He's got a great understanding for when he should take these shots.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. And the Bulls making a change here. And taking a look at the Bulls, is there an ideal kind of player for this system?
Well, someone that plays hard, Blake, that's for sure. Chicago is a team that's rebuilding right now, and anytime you're doing that, you want guys that can play both sides of the ball.
And defensively, Brian, they could also use a lot of help. They've made a few strides in recent years, but they're still not where they'd like to be as a unit. Really nice rebounding display. All game, getting it done.
Yeah, they've totally dominated on the glass. It's a huge advantage for them in that category.
Guarded by Embiid. Pass to Vucevic. Ball. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Vucevic as that one goes in.
It's critical that Ball keeps hitting this shot because it'll only improve his confidence moving forward.
Maxey with it. The 3. That ball is off target, and that miss makes him 2 for 3. Inside, stolen by Joel Embiid. And even 3-on-3 break. Banked in off the glass.
No matter who starts the break, he's usually the one who finishes it.
Yeah, I just love watching him just attack the rim at full speed like that.